Hey guys, Darkside92 here, and I'm finally bringing you some Battlefield 3 footage. This is on Tehran Highway. Yes, that's right, that is the map. I'm using the L85A2 with the holographic sight, I think, the foregrip, and this suppressor. This was a very, very good game. I really enjoyed this one. I don't know whether it was just because we had a really bad enemy team or whatever it was, but I had a really fun game. I am playing with randoms. Whee! Quick tip there to break what I'm saying. If you ever do need to turn around really quickly in this game, press whatever button it is to stand up, flip round, and then hold down your prone button again. It's surprising how fast you turn around. Anyway, so this is a topic of the day. I haven't brought one of these out for a while, so I'm going to do one of these. And I've sort of decided that I want to talk about games, yes, and sort of the patriotism you see in games. Like, when it comes, I want to talk about the weapon selection. If I was designing games, which I would like to do, but I haven't got the skills to do such a thing. I could probably do a story for them, but because I like writing and that, but I don't think I'd be able to actually design one. But I think some of the gun selection in some of these games is quite narrow. I mean, a lot of them are coming from America, especially in Call of Duty. A lot of the guns come from the USA. You've got the only other ones I can think of is the Type 95, which is Chinese, the FAMAS, which is French, and the Enfield and Black Ops, which is obviously English. I don't think, obviously, yeah, Battlefield 3 gives a huge amount of different guns, which I really, really like. I mean, I like to play quite patriotically, sort of thing, so whenever I get the chance to have a really English weapon, like the one I'm using now, I go for it. And I gotta say that even though this weapon is unbelievably difficult to unlock, you will not be disappointed with this. This has got pretty much no recoil, or it feels like it's got no recoil. Burst firing it is amazing. It's just ridiculous how good this gun feels in my hands. And really, I guess gotta say that's one of the reasons why I sort of prefer the Battlefield series to Call of Duty series, because the guns feel real in this game. The tactics you use, they feel real, like this. And get a nice little revive in, and we're all good. The tactics feel real. Everything sort of feels more real. Apart from, obviously, it doesn't take half of a magazine to take one guy down. But, you know, I don't switch onto burst fire until later on. But, as you see, pop firing. But, I mean, that's what I like about this, is they give you the chance to actually change your firing style from fully auto to, you know, the others, which is actually really, really helpful, because you don't have to pop fire it everywhere. I just think my reactions were right on to this match. But anyway, going back into the video, what I wanted to talk about. I often wonder what the games are like in other countries, like people in Russia, for example. The Call of Duty is notorious for saying, "Oh, Russia is the bad guy, kill them all," sort of thing. But, you know, it's been sort of, yeah, I'd take that. That's a fair kill from that guy. He had the cover, I didn't, even though I did have the high ground. That's another thing I want to mention. What's your favourite sidearm in Battlefield? I mean, I've tried a lot of them, but I gotta say, the standard sidearm, the M9, is bloody brilliant for me. It just feels right. Anyway, yeah. So what is it like from the Russians' point of view that always being portrayed as the bad guy? It feels a bit unfair to me. But I mean, I often want to sort of wonder what it's like. Obviously, you get people exploit the fact that the losers get sort of, you know, crapped on in sort of games of the future. Like, obviously all the World War II games that came out when Germany getting crapped on because they lost, where, in my point of view, it wasn't Germany's fault, it was Hitler's fault, but that's a completely another topic for a completely another day. That was very lucky that I turned round at that point. Yeah, whenever you're getting shot by a sniper, do the zigzag. It's really surprisingly how effective it is. And yes, if you are wondering, I am struggling to talk. Anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to know what your sort of opinions on this were, right? Because all the games sort of at the moment always portray one type of people as sort of, I don't know, generically evil. I mean, there's a lot of people you can... I mean, I suppose Modern Warfare 3 has got a sort of mixture. It's got a Russian guy, Makarov, it's got that French guy, that Volk bomb maker guy, whatever you want to call it, but if there's anything about Treyarch? Infinity Ward, anything, they do good stories. The story mode even. But Treyarch don't, but that's also something else for a different day. But I'm just sort of surprised that we don't see many sort of like general communism versus capitalism sort of games. I mean, obviously, I suppose a multiplayer where you get to choose which side you're on would be a bit difficult to create, especially if it was very popular like Battlefield or Call of Duty. But I would quite like the idea of being like, obviously, I mean, they did it sort of well in this one, where you unlock the guns of that force first, and then you get the rest of them later on. Ah, awesome hip fire there. But I don't know. I just feel like I don't like it. I just don't like it when, you know, modern media portrays someone as bad. And yeah, fair enough, if they are bad, then they're bad, but like, I don't know, I'm not going to say Russian people, but I got nothing against Russian people. I've got nothing against German people. I actually really enjoy trying to learn the German language. I think it's really nice and I like the difference. Even if it is really unromantic. But if you want a romantic language, you look at the Italians. But yeah, it always seems to be... Lost my train of thought there. Damn it. It always seems to be one group of people. I mean, I know it's sort of it would be really controversial for America to be seen as the bad people, but I don't see there being anything wrong really with the guy at the end, or the main guy being the guy who was the problem. I mean, obviously Modern Warfare 2 did that with General Shepard, and that's one of the reasons why I think Modern Warfare 2 has been the best story for the Call of Duty so far. Modern Warfare 3 was a bit just sort of giving time for explosions, and Battlefield 3 wasn't really, even if it was written by one of those military authors, I didn't really like the story in this one. It's just, but I know, okay, my topic's been a bit interspersed because I'm not really too sure of how to word how I'm trying to say it, but you know, I try and get my point of view across, that I don't think you should generically post someone as being the bad guy. I mean, like as I was saying in the beginning, my gun choices, even though I'm British, on Modern Warfare 3 there isn't obviously a British gun apart from the LSW. But I don't like using it. I prefer to use the MG. 36, I think, something like that. MG60, I'm not sure. Can't remember. But, meh. Yeah, so I just want to know what you think about this. Do you think it's a bit unfair that, like, we don't have games where we go against people like North Korea and that lot, or... Oh, well. Anyway, this video is coming to a close, and this is quite a good game. Don't like to get killed at the last person to get killed. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.